fuel's hurting.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you, fuel is hurting bad.
Yeah.
Normally my fuel would probably be 24-25% of my gross. We cannot keep fuel below 44% right now. I cannot keep it. We're fighting.
Golly, that's crazy.
We are fighting to keep it at.
Welcome to Stockville.
Yeah. Hey, y'all comment.
It's
you know what I'm talking
instructional.
about, right? You plug it in, don't fit. Turn it over, it don't fit. Turn it over, it fits. He'd be like, that's what I did the first time.
That is true though.
Comment if y'all agree.
That is true about
How many
HDMI.
times do you turn the HDMI over and you're like, 12th time it finally fits, and you're like,
it won't go but one way.
it only goes one way.
Telling you, it's true. It's a fact.
I'm full of truth, man.
Because
I'm telling you.
it's wide on one end and flat and smaller on the other end.
Yeah, but sometimes it just won't go if you ain't hitting it just right. It won't go. You turn it over and it
It's
don't,
like
definitely don't go. You turn it back over and it just lines up right. It just goes.
Yeah,
It's like trying to plug something into the dark. Can't do it.
that's right.
Yeah. Like you try to reach like behind the bed and find the little prongs.
Can't
and
do
you're like,
it.
got it. And then it's like, and you hit one.
Yeah.
You can't get both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to happen. Anyway,
What's up?
here we are
Back in the booth.
back in the booth.
You've been waiting to say that for a week. First thing we got to do is welcome everybody to the show.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all tuning in. Second thing we got to do is
Thank our
Say.
sponsors.
thank our sponsors, Rush Truck Center,
Trucks, accessories, and black tie.
Black Tie,
Yeah.
Tri-State, Manson Motor Freight,
Yep.
Stockville.
And BoStevens.
And
Man,
BoStevens.
let me tell y'all
Let's
something.
take time out to thank BoStevens real quick.
Let me tell
You
you,
know-
what. You know what? Diller drove BoStevens up to Red Devil Monday when he got
Once we got back, because we got
Tuesday.
we got
No,
hit in that
Tuesday.
rain. Tuesday.
because y'all came back Monday.
Yeah.
So I saw him Tuesday afternoon on 84, and I was rounding the curve. It's in a 70 mile per hour zone. So I was coming around the curve this way. He was coming toward me, long sweeping curve. And that truck, if it weren't mine, I would still look at that truck and say, God, that truck is so fine.
You know, it's like I told you.
It comes around the curve.
Yeah.
And I just looked at it and I was just like,
Man.
that sucker is so fine going down the road.
And it's like I told you, some trucks or cars or whatever it may be, you get used to if you got like a show car.
That's
or,
true.
Yeah.
You just, honest truth. And people can think we're being biased because it's your truck, but it just you don't get used
I thought
to
it was your truck on the
it's
semi-casual video.
It's our truck, yeah.
No, you said it was your truck on semi-casual.
Well, everything was wrong.
That was the funniest video.
It was great.
Hey,
And they got a lot of love, man. The comment section was blowing up for that.
it was so good.
Yeah.
If y'all have not seen that video, go to semi-casual YouTube and go what's the name of it?
Everything is
is wrong. It's like
It's funny.
12 minutes, 9 minutes long, something like
It's
that.
funny.
It is well worth.
I mean, you get to see prototypes. that
It
aren't
is
even
so
out.
it is so good, and none of it was rehearsed.
Yeah.
Brian, man, you nailed that
Yeah,
one.
you and Tommy knocked it out of the
Tommy,
park with that.
y'all, that was a good one.
Yeah, shout out to the boys at SemiCasual, man. They're doing
Yeah.
they're doing big things, man.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
They got a dope channel. They work on some dope trucks. And,
yeah.
and
The
they're just-
Rethwich truck, they did the Rethwich truck. It won again.
Yeah, and they're
Congratulations.
just cool people, man. I've never seen them guys other than Matt's, but I don't think anybody was really smiling at Matt's during the process.
Man,
but I've never really seen them guys not smiling, and having a good time.
no, they're genuinely happy people, and a lot of you hear that. What's that little saying that says, show me your friends, I'll show you your future.
Yeah.
I mean, you see guys like that. They
Yeah.
work hard. They're good at what they do. They're always happy.
Yeah.
Their finished product is amazing. I mean,
Yeah, it was good, man.
I'm not advertising for them. they're my friends.
Nah, they just cool people, man, and good people, and
That's the way we work. I mean, you'll watch our show a lot of times, and you'll be thinking that we're getting paid to advertise for these people. Nah, that's not. If we find somebody that are good people and they do what they say,
yeah,
and they have a good finished product, I don't need the money.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to get no money. I got plenty of money.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's the fact. They do good work.
It's just surrounding yourself with good people.
Yeah.
Because in turn, it just makes everything else so much more smoother and easier and more fun.
You don't want to get tied up with a shop, and then they tell you the job's going to be $50,000. I've got a buddy that's got a truck at a shop right now. Okay, this is a true story. He's got a truck at a shop right now. Job was going to be $50,000. They agreed on everything. Shop guy calls him multiple times. He keeps calling him. Well, hey, you know what? I thought about doing this. And, oh man, I love that idea. Go ahead and do it.
Yo, that's
well, about
every time you get that phone call.
7. So this happened he said about 7 or 8 times. He said, man, Troy, it's my fault. I should have been thinking about the money.
Yeah.
But I just didn't think it would cost that much. Anyway, you want to know what the bill is? $150,000. He went $100,000 over budget.
Hacha.
$100,000 over budget, and he's like, I can't even afford it. And I'm like, man, you better go sell some beer cans or something.
I'm telling you.
But he'll get it.
Yeah,
he'll get it. But man, boy, you got to be careful.
So it's and that goes into just being, people that you associate with, whether it's business, whether it's personal, whatever. Good people are just gonna be good and honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so we just got back from 75.
Yep.
Went to 75. Sorry we didn't shoot no podcast at 75. Wind was horrendous. I just really think we were just wasn't feeling it.
What were we? We just wasn't feeling it.
Just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Y'all hear them cops?
I hear them, they coming. Hey, put your hands up.
They heard I got a rapper chain.
So but 75 was good, man. We actually didn't do a whole lot of moving around like we usually do. We just kind of hung out at the truck under the tent. Sun was beaming. Everybody knows Troy's got, skin cancer issues he gets worked with all the time, so he's got to try to stay out of the sun as much as possible.
And the bad thing about it was, so what, we go down there Thursday? Yeah, I left Thursday. Monday, I was in for skin cancer treatment. And by the time I got there on Thursday night, man, my skin was on fire.
You was peeling.
It was peeling real bad. Yeah. I was like, I'm not getting out from under this tent. I'm telling you that right now. I'm staying right here.
Yeah. Now, you got to take care of that skin. You only get one.
I'm telling you, man.
I mean, you can grow a little at a time, but
so I got a funny story.
Not quickly.
So my when I was in Florida, I guess the sun got my lips chapped, and I didn't realize I had chapstick till I was already coming back from Florida. I was putting it on, so my lips started cracking on this side over here. I just left the dentist's office over there, and the dental hygienist asked me. She said, "You wear chapstick?" I said, "Yeah, if I need it." Well, I need you to just keep some, because your lips are cracking right here. I was like, okay. I said, I just got back from Florida. It was the sun. She said, okay. So the dentist comes in, right? He asked me if I needed some chapstick. I said, no, I'm good.
I hate to know where that story's going.
He said,
I got a feeling.
He said,
I got a feeling.
Yeah, we've been.
He said, I got a funny story about Troy.
Oh, here we go.
He said, he said, you know how Troy always wearing chapstick? I said, all the time. I've never seen him without chapstick. He said, I had to sedate him one time.
When I got my gold teeth.
Get his retainer thing put in, he said I had to sedate him. He said every time he would set up, he was looking for his chapstick. And he said the assistant, whatever, your dental assistant, every time he set up, she had that chapstick waiting for him. He get his chapstick, he sit back, he do a little work, he set up, he look for his chapstick.
I need my chapstick.
I said, man, I'm glad you told me this.
When I woke up, he said, "Everything okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I think so." He said, "Well, I'm glad everybody in here was wondering." And I said, "Man, what happened?" He was like, "Everybody in this whole building heard you for 45 minutes screaming that you need your chapstick." He said you would just randomly wake up and sit up in your chair and scream at the top of your lungs that you need your chapstick. And I'm like, man, there ain't no way. He said, "I'll run the video back."
There's a video?
Oh man.
My gosh.
I don't know how long ago it was.
That dude,
he's cool, man.
We become friends, and he'll randomly text me now, and he'd be like, "You need some chapstick?" Just random.
Yeah, he told me that. He's like, "Man, I don't know if I should tell you." I said, "Oh yeah, you gonna tell me what's the story?"
Get him to tell you about Keith.
Oh yeah.
Get him to tell you about Keith. All you gotta do is tell him that you're the second loudest laugh on the face of the planet. Who's first?
Yeah.
And he's gonna say, Keith Frazier.
Yeah, nah, he's cool people, man. Shout out to Dr. Puffer, man.
Yeah.
We talked about him on the show before.
So, yeah, we talked about him before because he's one of only like a handful of people in the world that has this surgical recognition. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But apparently it's pretty prestigious.
What's he do? What kind of?
It's a dentist.
No, I mean, like, what kind of surgery? Is it some sort of specialty?
Yeah, so like if your gums are receding,
Oh.
he can take
He can take skin off your butt and put it on you.
Put it in your mouth.
Maybe.
sorta.
Nah, yeah.
I mean, what he does, he takes it off the roof of your mouth.
Oh.
And then he puts it on your gums, and
Yeah.
then he somehow sews it on and makes your gums grow back up to your teeth.
That's wild.
He can
Yeah,
do
that's
stuff
crazy.
like that.
Yeah, he asked me.
He's
He said something about taking my wisdom teeth out. He said, "I got to put you to sleep. You okay with that?" I was like,
oh yeah.
"Yeah, I'm good."
Hey,
You
then the camera crew comes
Oh,
in.
yeah.
He said,
I'll be there.
You been put down before?" I said, "Yeah." I had my tonsils taken out. They put me under. He said, "Good experience, bad experience." I said, "When I woke up, the room was spinning." He's like, "Yeah, okay. You bigger than me. I just want
When's
to
this
make sure
happening?
you good."
When is this happening?
Apparently, when I hit the lotto.
Hey, hold on, I'll find out.
We need to find out because I'm gonna follow you in.
I'm cool with that.
We're gonna see what happens.
Cameras come on with it. I ain't, because they gonna put me to sleep. They not gonna give me
Sleep.
laughing gas. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out. They probably won't let the camera in the operating room. I don't know, but they'll do it in the room over there or the hospital.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, we're pretty good friends.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
I'm surprised you hadn't had your wisdom teeth taken out yet.
They ain't never bothered me. They still don't bother me. He just told me I need to take them out because he said, "You bite your gums often." I said, "Yeah."
You got all four?
When I'm eating, nah, these two ain't come in. But he said he ain't gonna bother with these because this one here is way up. He said it's.
I got some. I got truck driver teeth.
Mm.
What does that mean?
Like some are missing.
I don't know.
Okay, wait a minute. How many have to go missing before they're considered truck driver teeth?
I don't know.
Is it one? Is it two?
I'd say some.
Some.
More than one.
I'm missing some.
Yeah. So I
Are
was.
you a better trucker the more teeth you're missing, or?
You might be.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not joking about that.
Yeah, you
I
might
know
be.
a bad trucker then.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's crazy. Whatever, man.
yeah.
You can have all your teeth and be a trucker.
I don't know.
It's all that road food.
That's debatable.
Road food and bubble gum.
That's debatable. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know when I started Tri-State years ago, I was already missing 2 teeth in my bottom.
Mm.
And once I got to where I had a little jingling in my pocket, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go get some new teeth put in. I'm going to get a whole mouth of teeth. So I go up there to Dr. Puffer. Didn't know him. I ain't been to the dentist in I don't know when.
Yeah.
And anyway, I go up there, and I told him, I said, and I'm going to get my teeth put back in. He's like, okay, well, how you want to do it? I said, well, I don't want them to come back out.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I can bridge them, or I can just drill down into the bone and put these metal screws and
Screw it in.
Stud, stud into your mouth.
With some Loctite.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Some
Anyway,
JB Weld.
So I said, well, what's better? He said, well, the studs are a little bit more expensive, but they're not coming out.
Yeah.
For any reason. And I said, so I won't get cavities in those teeth either? He was like, nah, you're not getting cavities in those teeth. I was like, okay. So I fought cavities.
Because they veneers.
Yeah.
Or what? Yeah.
So anyway, we get down to it, and I'm like, I'm excited because I'm going to have all my teeth again.
Yeah.
And we get down to that part, and he says, hey, so you get that done, and then I think 8 weeks later or something, you go back, and you can get your tooth because the stud has to grow.
Set. Yeah.
Your bone has to grow around it.
Yeah.
Before they put the tooth on it. Anyway, so I go back up there, and he's like, what color do you want? And I'm like,
teeth?
Yeah, I asked him for some diamonds earlier.
I said, what do you mean what color? He said, well, you can get gold or you can get ceramic, like white. And I said,
hey, Troy.
We had this conversation at the dentist's office too. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I said, how much more that gold tooth cost? He said, same price. I said, gold. He said, for one or two? I said, both.
Yeah.
Both. As a matter of fact, you can just do them all. The whole bottom. And he said he couldn't do that, but
yeah.
So anyway,
he did. He said something. I said so. Here's what happened. So,
no, he asked me like 100 times, and then he called Abby.
Oh, she shut you down.
No, she said whatever you want to get.
Yeah,
but he wouldn't put gold teeth until he called Abby.
I don't know how we're gonna do this whole show talking about the dentist, but so when they called me for my appointment, so I complained about my tooth hurting. It was sensitive on my left side, and I made a comment in front of Abby.
Mistake.
So then Abby calls me or texts me, hey, you want me to make you a dentist appointment? This was Monday. And I was like, yeah, sure, okay. Or is that Carla's job? And I was like, nah, you can make it if you want to.
Yeah.
She said, well, I might can get in there a little quicker.
You would have been 9 months getting in.
Well, she called, and I walked in. I even went in before some people was already there.
Promise you'd have been 9 months.
And
that's my dog.
Yeah. So
Gold Grill.
She makes the appointment. Well, they call me for get information before I go, right? And she said, what is the most important thing for you to get done this first visit to our office? And Carla was standing there with me, and I was like, it's kind of a weird question. That's a weird question. And she laughs, the lady laughs, and Carla goes, get your grill fixed. Bro, that's straight up what she wrote on my chart. When I went in there, this lady that I hadn't talked to, she's standing there and she goes, so what are you here for? To get your grill fixed.
Get my grill fixed.
And then
Carla said,
Dr. Puffer come in and he was laughing. He said, man, we got these little notes in the charts. He said, boy, we were getting tickled at that. I said, well, you put me a whole diamond grill in there? He said, you sound like something Troy would want. I said, man, he said, Troy all about the gold and diamonds, ain't he?
I love
I said,
gold
Troy
teeth.
is a gangster rapper at heart in the wrong body.
I'm totally in the wrong body. I told y'all that out of my eyes, I feel like Denzel in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
What was his prime? What would you say was his prime?
Ooh,
is it Training Day?
4 years ago, probably.
Well, he didn't have a very long prime.
No, he didn't, because he messed around and did that Fences movie, and that was just wasn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but he did.
But then when I
Equalizer,
look in
though.
the mirror,
Yes, he did.
when I look in the mirror, I just hardly recognize myself because I'm like,
Man, that ain't.
you don't look nothing like Denzel.
No,
Like, man, that ain't. So you like on the shallow Hal type kick. Where
Yeah, I guess
you
so.
see something different than what everybody else sees.
Yeah,
I don't like Denzel. I like mayonnaise.
but I'm pretty confident.
yeah,
I'm pretty confident with it. When people see me, they don't see Denzel either.
I don't know, depending on how you walk in the room, man.
mm.
You know what I mean?
It's a swagger.
It's a swagger thing. You know.
Either way, it
I
matters.
think people believe that Troy can do anything Troy wants to do,
Hey.
though, because I asked about going on tour with somebody, and they talking about Troy.
Thank y'all very much.
They were asking about Troy
Thank
No,
you.
they weren't asking about Troy. They told me I need to go on tour with Troy.
with Troy.
They know what kind of
with old
skills.
Choppity Chop.
Yeah.
Oh, Choppity Chop
They
got
said
skills.
Choppity Chop. They said Slim Sadie Troy. They said they was calling out. They said all kind of stuff, man.
Telling you.
Ain't never even heard Troy
Hey,
rap.
I'm gonna tell you what. You can do whatever you want to do, and it matters. Here's what matters. It matters what you see, not what people see.
Nah, straight up. That's why I tell you, when you walk around, if you feel like Denzel, then you Denzel.
I am Denzel. In his prime.
I mean,
Training day.
I take Denzel in his latter years. I mean, still Denzel.
Or 50.
How many times do you think out of all the podcasts we've done, I think it's 23, has Denzel
Listen,
come up?
It's a
Everyone.
Everyone.
lot. A lot.
Maybe
either-
not.
it's-
Maybe not the first one. Maybe not the first one.
The
Or
Denzel
50. It's either Denzel or 50.
or
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah. We're coming for you, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Coming for you, dog.
Coming for you, Joe Rogan. You see all this equipment we got in here? You ain't got nothing on us. You ain't got BoStevens?
That's a fact. That's a fact. So let's talk about 75, man.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about 75, man. Really, the highlight for me at 75 was that
Driving there and driving back?
was that my boy went with me, man. Asher and my son came.
Yeah.
It was good, and he
Yeah.
had a good
Yeah.
time, man. He played with him. Colt played Bubba's
Yeah.
little boy. They really ran it. Really, I mean, they was in the game room the whole time. They was hustling. He made $200.
Who did?
Asher,
Doing what?
Hustling people.
Who?
no. So
Just being Asher.
Bonehead, shout out to Bonehead. Bonehead asked me if I had bought him a shirt in 75 yet. I said, nah. I told him to get it. Tell me if you like one of these shirts. You get whichever one you want. I'll get it for you. He never said anything. So then I told Bonehead, but I mean, if it's bothering you, you take him in and get him a shirt if you want to, So Bonehead opens his wallet up and pulls out some money and hands it to him. It was like a wad of money. And he goes, man, my kids are all grown, They're not little like this no more, man. I enjoy little kids. Bonehead's a little kid, too.
He is.
And so he hands him money, and
Big kid.
I told Asher, I said, nah, you can't keep it unless you can count it. If you can't count it, you got to give it back to him. And so Asher counts it, it's $54. That's where it started. So then Jay, badass, goes, well, here, how much you got now? Hands him a 20. He said, I got $74. And then some dude I don't even know that was just over there in the little picnic area sitting there. He stands up and he says,
Truck driver.
yeah, truck driver. Everybody's
That's
truck
what I'm
driver.
talking about.
He stands up and says, well, here, I'll give you one of their friends if you want to trade me and give me what you got. So he pulls out $100 bill. And he says, you hear Bonehead says, you got 74, you got 100. Asher handed that 74, he grabs that 100. And then another cat sitting there, another truck driver. All these are truck drivers. They was drinking some beer sitting right there, and he says, give me another one of them beers, Bonehead, and here, give him that 20. So it's 120. So he made that on Friday. So we go to the room. He puts it in his piggy bank. I said, nah, you might want to keep that in your pocket, man, so you can buy some stuff. Nah, I'm going to save it. I said, okay. We go out there the next day. Well, he had some money in there already. So he had counted it all that night. And so he knew how much he had. Well, he was exposed to a little bit more than he's usually exposed to, We don't-
At the truck show?
yes.
Really?
And so he says, his mama tells him, well, now you need to tell everybody if they say cuss word around you, they got to pay you $1.
It's a good way to make money.
Well,
At a truck show.
Yeah.
boss man over here says, no, $3.
$3.
Yeah. Or
So-
a carnival.
So we see another partner of ours, Chris. Chris is, he slip up here and there, and and so Chris just pulls a 20 ounce. Says, "Here, man, I'm gonna pay you in advance." And then he said, "Daddy, I got this amount of money. I almost got 200." And dude standing there goes, "Well, how much you need to get 200?" And he tells him, and he handed him that amount of money. Put him right at 200.
That's crazy.
So all you have to do to make good money is go around and say, if you'll give me some money, I promise you I can count it correctly.
So
I think it only works if you're a kid, though.
Oh,
so I walk in the game
if I
room.
act like a kid.
I walk in the game room and I don't see him. Him and Colt aren't in the game room. So I go in the Chrome shop and they're standing at the register in the Chrome shop buying one of those. They're both buying these alligator heads. They got.
Yeah.
Standing up there. Well, he pulls out all these fives. I seen him get his money. You know what I'm saying? He never was handed a five. He pulls out a wad of fives. And Colt, I was like, "Where you get that money at, boy?" "I don't know." I said, "Colt, where you get that money?" "I don't know." So he buys his alligator head. He moves on. I tell Bubba about it. Next thing I know, Bubba goes in there, and Bubba comes out. He says, "Steven, I got it. I figured it out." I said, "What?" He said, "Them old men in there." Get to talking to him. And they started playing $5 a game on a pinball machine, and Colt and Asher was in there hustling them. And so Colt would get on one side and Asher be on the other. So they was constantly hitting the deal, and they was hustling them for $5 a game.
That's
They was making money.
crazy.
So anyway, so Asher made some money at 75, while most everybody else spent money.
Yeah, you can spend some money down there, that's for sure.
But it was good, man, and informative trip. Learned a lot about the villages. Didn't know about the villages and what that was.
Y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
We
found out some old folks be getting down, son.
Man, the thing is I've never in my life seen so many golf carts in one place.
It irritated me. It really, at first I was like, this is kind of cool because you don't have to get on the highway.
They can't drive.
Yeah. But then
they don't obey any traffic laws.
Then you find out what it's about, and it's like, well, crap. Just
and
ruin golf carts for the rest of my life.
The thing that was frustrating the most to me about the golf carts was they parked one little golf cart in a whole parking spot.
Yeah, and you go to turn in a parking spot and be like, "Oh, nope,
golf cart," But
yeah,
that was good, man. It was a good trip. Weather was great.
It was nice to not be freezing to death.
Yeah, it was good, but it did get it was great. Good thing we had the tent up though. So
yeah, that was nice. I didn't get sunburnt. Abby got sunburnt, but she intentionally got sunburnt.
Yeah.
Oh, she was doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
Get that tan or try to get a tan on.
Gotta get the base coat.
Yeah, man.
And then me and Diller, we pulled out, came back. We BoStevens got picked for a 75 calendar shoot.
That was cool.
So we took,
that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I really wanted in that calendar.
Yeah.
So shout out to 75.
Yeah.
I did not say that to anybody. I didn't want to influence anything.
Yeah.
Thank
and we
you.
didn't know until awards day.
Sunday,
and we pulled up, and Stephanie called me and said, "Hey, BoStevens has been picked for 75 calendar." And I said, "Cool." And she said, "Who, time wise, we don't know when." And then they got situated, and then she called me and said it's 6:15. We'll do shoot.
Yeah.
Which initially we were like, "Golly, man, that's late." Because we were kind of really wanting to try to get halfway home.
Yeah.
And but man, it was just so right, that timing.
Yeah, with the
where
sun.
we shot and the sun and all of that.
So y'all stayed another night and then left
yeah,
Monday.
and we left early Monday morning.
Yeah.
So for me, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we didn't say anything to anybody because we were legitimately picked.
Best of show 75 was Rethwich, man, and it's
Yeah, the
it's a
SemiCasual truck.
SemiCasual guys, and it's a clean truck, man. I mean, it's
And he got the little gas pump out there.
yeah,
I mean, it
That's
just
cool, little
matches
gas pump. Yeah.
the theme of that is it's just
yeah, it's a fuel tanker.
it's cool.
Now I do like, and I like them long LED lights that come out the side. Is that something that goes actually on?
That's safety.
And it really goes on fuel tankers.
Yes. So
that way
when they're unloading fuel, they
cars
put them things out because they're in the middle of the parking lot. People drive like crazy.
Yeah.
But he's Tommy told me, he said people still run over them.
You talking about when they run the hose out to the hole?
Yeah. Yeah. Man, you know what I gotta say too? I got to shout out Don Wood. And I don't know we talk about Don a lot, but, bro, we got there. We didn't know how we were going to wash the truck. We ended up semi-casual, had some water in their trailer. Me and Don went and got the water. Don had a pressure washer because the truck stop across the street is not good.
No.
They use recycled water.
Yeah.
So it'll spot
Streaks,
all you
yeah.
and streak all your stuff.
Yeah.
But Don got out there and washed that truck with us like it was his.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
Good people.
then we get the whole side of the truck sprayed with soap.
Ran out of water.
The water was still in there, but it was gravity feeding, so it quit spraying.
Oh,
Like I got video of Don
with a
throwing
5-gallon bucket.
5-gallon bucket of water on the front of the truck to get the soap off. But it was good, man. We had a good time, man.
Don's such a good guy.
Yeah.
You know what?
Evan, Time to Shine, them guys can't, they helped us
Went to
wipe
dinner
down
with
the-
Tom-
Evan and Don.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Don. Yeah, Tommy came up to me, or was it Brian?
I don't know because they don't look nothing alike.
It was one of them came up to me from SemiCasual, and they were like, if we just had a way to transport water,
I know.
and they
And we got a water tanker.
they're standing
out there.
beside BoStevens,
If there was
and
just
they're-
a way.
and they're looking at the trailer, and
Yeah.
they said, if we just had a way to transport
yeah.
fresh water
Oh.
to a truck show,
You know what we need around here is a water tanker.
is a water
Don
tanker.
said it too. He's like, "How funny is this that we're trying to find a way to find some water?"
And there's a water
your truck.
tanker.
And I was like, "Man, it don't work, man."
No, it does work. It
does.
identifies
It does.
as a work truck.
It does. It does.
And those of you who are watching, it's 2022. You can be whatever you want.
You can.
You can go to whatever bathroom you want these days, apparently.
So Diller does this on accident, and I can't remember if it was on the way to 75 or on the way back. But Diller goes in the women's restroom, uses the restroom, and meets a woman coming out. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, did I go in the wrong restroom?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "My bad."
God damn, Diller, he can't read.
Oh,
man,
boy,
that's
that
funny.
Diller boy, you think he's the president riding around BoStevens, boy?
Well, I'm telling
he
you.
have his window down, boy. He just be
He
loving.
called me Tuesday and yesterday. He called me. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get the truck washed before we put it up in the shop." And I told him, I said, "Man, run it up to Red Devil up there. Let them wash it."
Yeah.
Anyway, Jennifer texted. She was like, "I feel like I'm washing the president's car."
Yeah, she did. He said she come running outside, like we get to wash it. He's like, "Yeah,
I'm here.
I put you in the good bait. I got to take care of it."
Yeah.
And then Diller was in her little hat shop, and he called me, talking about, "Hey man, you want a hat?" She said she'll make you a hat, whatever kind of hat you want. You want a hat? So she had some cool hats in there.
I was on the phone with Jacob driving up here just a minute ago, just catching up with him, see where he's at, what he's doing, or whatever. And he's at Red Devil.
Yeah.
Probably gone now, but he was at Red Devil a while ago. But anyways, he was in there getting his truck washed, and Jennifer had bought a Power Wheels ice chest remote control with a radio and speakers in it, red. And he sent me a picture of it while I was on the phone with him. I said, "Bro, put it on speakerphone." And he did. I said, "Jennifer, you got to put BoStevens on that thing." She was like, "Done deal."
Done deal.
Done deal.
Yeah, man, we got some other things that we going to do with BoStevens coming up.
Man,
BoStevens is...
I got some big ideas after coming back.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, we got some things in the works already, too.
Yeah.
That the truck is going to get.
I got-
not work-wise, but, like, publicity-wise. And I'm going to tell you, man, win, lose, or draw, it don't make me no difference. BoStevens is always... it's just the hardest truck that there is on the road to me.
Yeah.
Hands down.
yeah.
I think it is.
I mean, it's mine, so I'm gonna agree.
When I see it, it's just like I said, when you see it, it just don't get old. It's just like, man, I don't know if it's because it's a day cab and it's stretched and that tanker sits so far back off of it. It's just, every time I film it, I'm just like, golly, that sucker looks good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Tell you what I did learn at 75 when we were having dinner with Zach the polisher.
Mirror Man Zach.
Mirror Man Zach. You can eat hamburger meat raw.
So this is a true story.
I didn't know that. Apparently people in Nebraska do this.
is that what he did?
Apparently, Zach the polisher, when he goes to the bar, he eats what they call tiger meat. And it's ground hamburger, completely raw. And you eat it with your hand.
How do you not get worms or something?
Don't know.
I said, man, do you know how risky that is? You might as well eat sushi or any of that other. You'd be better off to eat
you'd be
raw,
better. Raw fish.
raw fish
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
than to eat ground hamburger meat raw.
that's crazy.
It's like eating pork raw. Or
He said,
yeah.
well, you eat a raw steak. I said, it's totally different.
This is what I didn't know.
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Yeah. No, this is a fact because I told you I ran a grocery store for years
Yeah.
before my trucking. So ground meat, every piece of the meat touches metal. Well, when it touches metal, it can get, or it does get bacteria, which could be anything.
yeah,
So ground meat must be thoroughly cooked. Must be. If it's not thoroughly cooked, then whatever bacteria is in the middle, it touched metal too when it was pushed through the grinder.
You're right, because it's hitting the table and it's going all over it's going through the grinder.
Now a steak, the only part of the steak that touched the metal is the outside.
Is the knife.
So it's not that critical for you to get the center of the steak, to 140 degrees or so. Anyway,
I did not know that.
I ain't eating no raw burger, bro.
I ain't eating no raw burger.
I don't eat anything raw anyway when it comes to
So
meat.
Zach eats it raw?
He eats it raw.
Zach, you crazy, bro.
Just picks it up. And
crazy.
he eats it on a cracker.
It's still raw.
Yeah, Parker said, yeah, man. Parker.
Does he do it?
Yeah.
Parker eats it too?
Yeah.
Nah.
So Zach was like,
y'all
look,
tripping.
Zach was like, Parker, isn't it good? Parker was like, yeah, man, it's good. He said, you put that stuff on a cracker? I was like, oh, a cracker. You didn't tell me about the cracker.
Put that on the cracker, dude.
Yeah.
stale cracker.
Yeah, I ain't eating nothing like that on
Nah,
anything.
That's crazy right there, man. I ain't eating no raw hamburger meat.
That must be a Nebraska thing. I don't know.
I ain't doing that.
I eat my steak a little pink. I eat a burger a little pink, but not.
Maybe
not
not much.
Yeah.
Not much.
But I'm not finna eat no raw hamburger meat. That's crazy. I eat some sushi though.
Okay, wait a minute then. So a hamburger, if it's mid rare or whatever, or it's still dangerous then.
Yeah.
Still potentially you getting something.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why you don't eat no pink
Hey, I'm tell you what.
burger.
The neighbor turned that air conditioner down again over there.
I think he did. Is it cold?
That sucker blowing right here, man. Why did he get the thermostat?
I can move it tomorrow if you want me to. I'll
He
just
ain't gonna
move
be
that.
here.
Move
He
the
ain't gonna be
wires.
here much longer. I don't think he'll be moving.
I'm gonna call the air conditioner man and just tell him to come move the thing in here,
Let me go see.
like I own the place.
I'm gonna go see.
Go see
No,
if he-
it's okay.
go see
Don't
if
worry
he
about
moved it down.
I'm cold,
I'm
too.
curious now. I don't know if he moved it down.
Get my knife
Hey.
out.
Y'all hear Tim screaming in the background. I don't think nothing of it.
It just wasn't.
It
Oh,
just
I know.
can't.
You should've
So I
said-
just turned it off.
So
you
I
should have
thought.
said he moved.
Are we doing story time?
No, he said
I
he.
said,
He said I read a story. I thought he didn't read. Now, listen, he done said he don't ever. I don't read books. He's read more in his life than I had to read in school. Apparently, go ahead.
I'm gonna try to repeat this story back as good as I can, cause I like to.
Stretch it out.
That's not what I was gonna say. I like to think about something positive and serious for a few minutes during the podcast.
Okay, let's go.
And he likes to pause for effect.
So what are we gonna name this segment? We could name it Reflection Time.
Now you already do that though.
Reflecting.
That's your TikTok, man.
What could we name this segment?
Positive points with Troy.
Positivity.
Hold on, Diller's in a bind. I gotta text him back real quick.
Oh, you ain't finna help him by texting him. What's he need? Okay, what's your positive thing you want to do?
This is we got to think about what we're going to call this segment.
Positive notions.
That's too big a word. What is that?
Notions?
Yeah.
Like you get a notion about something?
What's a notion mean? It's chapstick. What's notion mean?
It means like you get
motion in the ocean.
You get a notion about something. It's
it could be
an
understand,
or it's a concept.
That's too much.
That truckers can't understand that.
All right. Positive trucking.
No.
Truckers are positive. Positive moments with Troy. Does everybody understand what a moment is?
How about we call it keeping it real?
Oh my goodness!
Hey, you know what? When Dave Chappelle, you ever watch that? When keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah. Let's see if it's gonna go wrong. Go. Let's keep it real.
All right, I'm gonna do my best.
Keep it real.
To repeat this story back. It is a great lesson. It's called "Lesson in the Life of Stockville."
Let's go.
Lesson number 777.
Okay.
7's a good number. Go ahead.
I like 7s. Okay. Imagine this. It's hypothetical. It means you have to think about the idea, not the tennis shoes, because we're talking about tennis shoes here. And I got to think about, because I wasn't studying real good when I read this story. So I might leave some out.
Or stretch the story.
I'm not stretching. It's a hypothetical. It's an idea.
Okay.
Okay. So, ready, go.
What? I don't even know what you're talking about. What story?
You got some old, comfortable tennis shoes.
Mm-hmm.
There really ain't nothing wrong with them.
Mm-hmm.
They're comfortable. They're not quite wore out yet.
Mm-hmm.
They feel good on your feet.
Mm-hmm.
They lace up.
Mm-hmm.
They not broke down.
Still clean up pretty good.
Still clean up pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not good enough to go out in,
But
okay.
but pretty good.
pretty
Okay.
good. You could go to the store in these shoes.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
don't look like, you know.
A hobo.
I
Does
was gonna
everybody know what a hobo is?
homeless person?
Yeah.
Some homeless people got nice shoes.
Okay.
But that's not what we're talking about.
All right.
So, you get yourself a new pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And you wear them the first day. And they're not comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could be boots. Because boots for me, because I wear boots every day.
Every day.
Although I do own some Air Jordans that I've never worn.
Then they're my size. Just putting it out there. Go ahead.
Okay, so you wear your new shoes or boots, and they're not comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You wear them again. They're still not comfortable. But they look new. And when you look down, you say, man, these things, they look good.
They look good. You pass a
They
mirror.
make me feel good,
Yeah.
even though they're not comfortable.
Mm-mm.
But then you keep wearing them and you get broke in.
Yep.
And then you're like, man, these new shoes, these new boots, man, they feel pretty good. They're broke in, right? And they look good.
Mm-hmm.
All right? See what the lesson in this is? Sometimes when you need to take that next step in life, no matter what it is, could be personal, could be business, it could be something working on yourself, could be quitting smoking cigarettes, could be asking this hot chick out. It could be buying a new truck. You want to go from a paid off $379. Hold on, man. I'm trying to tell a story right now. You could be doing a paid off $379 to get you a brand new $389.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying to do that if you don't have a haul that's going to pay for it.
Yeah, you should pay for it.
But the lesson there is sometimes when you want to take that next step up there, it's really uncomfortable until you break it in, like your new boots. But once you get it broke in and you look back and you say, I've raised my new normal from here to up to here.
Yeah.
But it was really uncomfortable getting there. But now that I'm there, it's really nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Until you start getting satisfied with it. And then guess what?
Gotta take another step.
Gotta go again.
I like new shoes.
Gotta get a new pair of boots.
It's not about the shoes, Steve.
I know it's not. I'm saying I like new shoes.
There was a meaning behind
whether it's literal or it's keep on moving.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
Keep moving.
I like it. I like literally new shoes, and I like keep moving. I like it.
Yeah.
Progression. I don't want to be stagnant.
Yeah.
I'm not ever
You
trying
gotta
to plateau.
progress. You gotta keep moving.
Gotta keep moving.
You know,
Kind of like Joe Dirt said, man. You gotta keep on keeping on.
and you got to do it no matter how you feel too,
Yeah.
because you're gonna feel like doo doo some days, but you just wade
Yeah.
through the doo doo.
Yeah. You
And
gotta
that
keep
was-
on keeping on. Was that a good story? Or
That
not?
was a good story.
That was very
Was
inspirational.
was
Troy.
that better or worse than you expected?
That was better to me, but Steve always expects the worst. Anyway, a notion in logic and philosophy is a reflection in the mind of real objects and
He
phenomena
already
and their
talked
essentials, features, and relations. So it's logic and philosophy.
There's 3 words in there I need you to explain too.
Positive philosophy, positive notions. There you go.
So just positive.
Positivity.
Positive. Just if you could just say you could just keep saying positive. That's the most important word in that whole thing.
You know what, man?
Is positive.
Dang, boy, 2 Takes parents be on here.
You didn't know that?
My parents were on there.
Your daddy's name
You
David.
gotta watch what you talk about on
It's
here.
David.
That's
Yeah.
your daddy. Yes.
Both of my parents are on here.
He said you guys. are
All of
nuts."
our customers watch it.
Yeah, they do.
You gotta watch, man.
Gotta be careful what you say.
You gotta
on
be
here,
careful
man.
what you do and say.
Man,
This is rated PG.
put this stuff on Spotify so I can listen while I'm trucking.
I'm trying.
What's wrong?
Huh?
When y'all gonna do the show on brokers and cheap freight? We already
we
did
talked
though.
about
We
that.
No, I want to talk about that for about.
We talked about cheap freight.
I want to talk about that for a minute. There's a Freight Waves report that just came out yesterday, day before, something like that, and it says, you know, the real short story of it is, that there's they were a lot more aggressive in their wording. I don't particularly like to use the fear mongering
Yeah.
tactics, but they're saying there's going to be a pullback in freight, and there's already indicators showing that. So anyways, now would be a good time if you're an owner operator or if you're a company owner. Now would be a good time to look at your business. And when I say your business, if you have one truck and you drive it, it is a business.
Correct.
It's not a job.
Yeah.
We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
Stop treating your truck like it's a job. It is a business.
Yeah.
So I know for us, I'm taking a real hard look at it for both companies. Fuel's hurting.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you, fuel is hurting bad.
Yeah.
Normally my fuel would probably be 25% of my gross. We cannot keep fuel below 44% right now. I cannot keep it. We're fighting.
Golly, that's crazy.
We are fighting
Yeah.
to keep it at the low. Well, it's averaging around 44. 2 weeks ago, I think we got it down to 39. We just had a great week. But I'm telling you, Massey Motor Freight is very, very healthy. Very, very healthy. I did it right. I set the company up right. It doesn't have any, hardly has any salaries. I mean, I don't even get a salary from there. And I set it up to grow.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to, I wanted to put everything I could back into it.
Right.
To grow it and make a nice size,
Yeah.
So you built Massey to grow.
We set it up to grow. We've got great customers. Although customers might have to put another zero on that check if we gonna make it.
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is, if we're hurting, then the owner operator's hurting.
Right.
I know I talked to a lot of guys, not going to name their names, a lot of, healthy, nice-sized trucking companies, big and small, they all said the same thing. Everyone said the same thing. Fuel's about the same on your long-haul stuff. Now, this is what we're talking about long haul. We're not talking about short haul. Short haul, you can get your fuel down, in the teens, possibly in the low 20s. But if you're in a long haul, and especially we're reefer, so we're burning more fuel because the reefer's got to burn fuel too.
Yeah.
But I mean, you talk when your fuel is up at 40 and 44%.
That's a lot, man.
It is just about impossible to turn a profit.
Yeah.
It is just about impossible. Now, we got a good team, and we're doing as good or better than anybody. And we'll make it.
Yeah.
Mainly because I saved for this last, year and a half that we've been doing this. I've been saving.
Yeah.
So we're set up to make it. I mean, there's a less than 10% chance that if there's a coming collapse or a fallout or a pullback in freight or whatever, I'd say it's less than 10% chance that Massey Motor Freight doesn't make it. It is very small.
Yeah.
As long as we keep doing what we're doing right now. And I'm putting a lot of my business out there, and I hope that it will help other people.
Right.
Because I'm not real selfish with my experiences. If what I went through or what I am going through, if I can use it and help other people so that they don't make the same mistake, I hope you'll share some of that stuff with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. If we can, we're all doing the same job. And here's the thing about freight. There's more than enough freight out there for everybody. We don't have to cut each other's throat.
Exactly.
We can help each other.
Yeah.
If you found cheaper fuel somewhere, tell your buddies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you found cheaper tires somewhere, help your buddies out.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there's more freight than any one of us can haul.
Everybody's going to win.
There's more freight than any one company can haul out there.
Yeah.
So help your buddies out. There was a guy that stopped by the yard today. I spent 3 hours with him, and man, I gave him all kind of free information.
Yeah.
And because he was really headed down the wrong road. He was about to mess up real, real bad. So, I mean, you could think about that one way. You could say, well, hell, Troy, you should have just let him. And then he could have just failed. Now, he's a local hauler.
Yeah.
So he's a competitor against Tri-State. So I could have just let him fail. But why would I do that? I mean, they already got more freight than any one company can haul.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't sleep good at night knowing that I let somebody fail. But anyways, I guess what we're doing and what I'd encourage everyone else to do is just take some time out and look at your business. Look at what you're spending money on. I would not waste any money right now buying, stuff that you don't need.
Yeah. Probably
Wouldn't start a show truck right now.
Yeah.
Unless you just really got it set aside and it ain't part of the business. And really focus in on your fuel program. I'm working on a fuel program right now. I'm not going to name the guy's name because I don't want to give him any cred if he can't do what he says he's going to do. But I'm going to tell you what. I hope you watch my show. If you do what you say you can do, I will give you all the advertisement. You'll have more accounts than what you can ever dream of.
For sure.
If you can do what you say you can do. The dude tells me he can save me 74 cents off the pump price. That's the difference between making it and not.
It really is.
That's huge.
When you buy the amount of fuel that we buy, that's,
The guy told me he can save, if I tell you what, you save me 74 cents a gallon on fuel for the amount of money, I will put your phone number right up here, and you will have thousands of phone calls.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Sure enough.
That's how we roll. But at the same time, everyone just, pay attention, watch your money, be careful, watch your breakdowns, and not saying, run your tires too far, but, I mean.
Yeah.
Just pedal backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be a little more conservative with, you don't want to run anything that ain't illegal, but whereas you might have changed your tires at 40%, you might want to change them,
35
or 30 or so.
Yeah,
They still well within legal, you know.
Yeah.
And then to the drivers, we have faced this a little bit at Massey Motor Freight, and it's really tough. Drivers, sometimes when companies, and I'm not saying this for every company, because there are plenty of companies out there that will use situations like this to take advantage of a truck driver.
100%.
Be smart enough to recognize.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Yeah.
Don't go in there throwing stuff and screaming and hollering.
Yeah. And saying you quitting and doing
Be
all
professional
that.
about it.
Yeah.
If a company comes to you and says, man to man, well, even if it's on a letter, that's still kind of man to man.
Yeah.
If they come to you and say, due to the recent whatever, we're looking at, we may have to do this, this, and this. If you have a question about it, just go ask the owner or ask your boss and say, hey, can you explain this a little better to me? Because I don't like money being taken away from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you either get the answer you like or you don't get the answer you like. But at least I think by going and asking, I think you can figure out if you're being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
You know, like we had a friend working for a company, and they took the fuel cost, all of it, out of the rate. And then they paid him his 25% driver pay out of that. That's not right.
No.
That's not the way it works.
No.
That is not the way it is not supposed to work like that. Okay, if there's a fuel surcharge, like 20%, and that comes off of the total rate, then that's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if it's a $1,000 load and 800 line haul and 200 is fuel surcharge, and in the good old days you got paid off the whole 1,000, but now things are getting a little tight, and they're like, well, I ain't gonna be able to pay you on fuel surcharge anymore. We're gonna have to pay you only off the 800. You was only supposed to be getting paid off the 800 all along.
Right.
So be happy that you were getting that money all along.
Yeah.
Now you getting paid off what you're supposed to be getting paid off of, because guess what? If they continue to pay you off the whole thing, they may not make it.
Yeah.
So
And that's company drivers.
Yes.
Because the company is footing the fuel cost.
Because you're not paying the fuel.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You don't pay the fuel, so you don't get the fuel surcharge.
Right.
So if you like your job, you like the company, if it's a small company and you like the owners, work with them. I mean, I hope we don't go through troubled times. I hope that everybody can just keep on working and keep going.
Yeah.
But if we do, be prepared to bend a little bit, especially if your company was there for you the last couple of years and they kept you working.
And all of this we've been going through. Yeah.
Yeah, all this mess that the truck drivers brought us through, all this COVID and all this mess. Anyways, that's my serious moment for the show.
Positive notion.
I think that's
Number
pretty
2.
positive.
Yeah, it was good.
I think if you're
You
not
just put all that we lumping all that into positive notions.
Yeah.
positive notions. But if you don't plan for it though, and it sneaks up on you, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, check it out. If I only had $250,000 in Massey Motor Freight,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I'm fitting to go buy Dustin Lapita's J&L Kenworth for $225.
Hey, bro, he looking at it.
Dustin, I want that truck so bad.
That's high though, man.
I think it's worth it though.
Do you?
You seen that truck?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the one we seen.
I'm gonna tell you right
That's a
now, I'm
good-looking
not gonna
truck.
buy somebody else's show truck.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
Yeah.
But I love that truck.
We'll buy and put it to work. You
I
put the
could.
right person in it, it'd be fine. You know what I mean?
Could do that.
You ain't gotta buy it and show it. Buy and put it to work.
Oh man,
It's a pretty truck though.
that sucker's so fine.
Yeah, it's a pretty truck.
Hey, let me tell you a funny story. Chris at the Kenworth dealership, he called me today. He was like, "Hey man, I got you Kenworths," because we ordered a bunch of Kenworths for Massey.
Yeah.
And they came in, they're ready. So he called me today. I got 4 of them in. Real nice flat top sleeper trucks. they're all stickered up. The FedEx stickers finally came in, so they got them all stickered up. Anyway, he said, this is in Baton Rouge. And he said one of the guys come by, I don't know who it was. He said some guy come by, Chris called me, told me, he said, man, somebody come by looking at them trucks. He said he walked around the corner. He said, man, that's the finest W9 I ever seen in my life. He said, I walked around the corner. I should have known that was a Massey truck.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you. Man, we appreciate y'all watching, man. Truckin' with Troy. I'm Steve.
I'm Two Take.
Yep, I'm Troy. Thank y'all.